This episode is brought to you by Kia's first 3-row all-electric SUV, the Kia EV9, with available all-wheel drive and seating for up to 7 adults, with a 0 to 60 speed that thrills you 1 minute, and available reclining lounge seats that unwind you the next. Visit kia.com/EV9 to learn more. Ask your Kia dealer for availability. No system, no matter how advanced, can compensate for all driver error and or driving conditions. Always drive safely.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. In today's episode, I'm going to just cut straight to it. If a movie or TV show, whatever it is, when it gets released, you don't need to talk about it on social media. You don't. Nobody didn't ask for it. I'm saying, like, there's people that still haven't watched that movie. They still haven't watched that TV show. And the last thing that they want to see or hear, whatever, is an important scene or just any part of the movie. I'm not trying to see it if I'm not actually sitting down and watching it. Fam, I'm not trying to see clips of it on Twitter or Instagram or any other social media platform. And it trips me out where it's like, when a movie or a TV show releases, like, you have to watch it as soon as it releases, because you got people out there where they're like, oh no, it's like I since I've watched it, everybody has watched it. The fact that there are movies and TV shows that came out years ago and I have an issue of spoiling it, bro, I'm telling you, like, I think it was the movie The Mist. That movie came out like well over 10 years ago, and I was talking about it in a YouTube video, and I didn't even want to spoil it, because I'm like, bro, I don't know who hasn't sat down and watched that movie, even if the movie is old, you know? So it's like, if it's one of those movies that's like based on a true story, even then I'm like, bro, if it's still something that I haven't heard about, so for an example, like, let's say it's like some war movie, right? Fam, if I don't know about that war, if I don't know about important stuff from that, I'm not trying to have somebody spoil it for me. So that's why I'm like, people, ask. Or even just don't go on social media and start talking and posting about stuff. Like, I had to unfollow a popular page. I followed this page for a while, but they felt like that they needed to spoil the new Spider-Man movie. Like, a scene in there where I'm like, I would have liked to just sat down and watch the movie myself, but I guess they assumed that, oh, since they've seen the movie, everybody else has seen the movie. So I'm like, it's stuff like that where you have to sit down and understand that people have not watched it yet. Just because you watched it don't mean everybody else has watched it. What trips me out is that now I'm starting to see where people are spoiling like TV shows and movies that haven't even released yet. You know, I get, like, if it's a trailer, if I get it's a sneak peek, if I get that it's a preview, but if it's none of that, and it's just some random person that's a fan of the show or movie, and they're like, oh, well, I have the right to, no, and so there was, if for those that don't know, The Walking Dead has, like, these side shows, and they have a sideshow of 2 characters. I don't want to spoil the show, but I'm pretty sure some people have seen it, but if not, go look it up. But they're coming out with a new spin-off show, and somebody decided that it was, and the show hasn't even came out yet. Like, the first episode of the spin-off hasn't even came out yet, and somebody felt like that they needed to post an important scene that's gonna happen. Don't know when it's gonna happen, but they felt like that they needed to post an important scene from the show. And I'm like, fam, the show hasn't even came out yet. It's one thing to spoil a movie or a TV show that's out, but when you're spoiling something that hasn't even came out yet, why did that make sense to you? Like, seriously, why did that make sense to you that show hasn't released? It honestly, it trips me out when they do that stuff. But I feel like that it's more so, well, yeah, like, you know, like Walking Dead, you know, it has to be like the honorable mention. But I feel like the one, like, movie, like, not genre, but like just from this overall company, the one company I feel like where their movies get spoiled the most is Marvel. You don't see it with DC. Like, for an example, the Black Adam movie, you didn't see no spoilers of that movie. Justice League, you didn't see no spoilers of that movie. The Batman, you didn't see no spoilers of that movie. You did not see any spoilers from any of those movies. But let a new Avengers movie come out. Oh, we got to post the ending to it. Oh, this crazy thing happened. Oh, we got to post about it. Or this actor made a cameo appearance. Oh, we got to post about it. Why is it just Marvel Marvel movies, bro. I mean, I'm saying this Spider-Man movie, the last Spider-Man movie, the Spider-Man movie, I feel like that if the Spider-Man movie, so the one where because they got like 3 series of Spider-Man movies. They got the ones with Tobey Maguire, they got the ones with Andrew Garfield and Tom Holland. So the ones with Tom Holland, the second Tom Holland Spider-Man movie that they came out with, no, the first and the second Spider-Man movie, they spoiled nothing about it. Because there's nothing to spoil about those 2 movies. It was literally just, oh, okay, yeah, that's cool. And I feel like that with the second Spider-Man movie, good movie. I ended up buying the movie. It's an extremely good movie, but there was nothing to spoil about it. And then with the last Tom Holland Spider-Man movie, and I have to say that was probably the craziest Spider-Man movie I have ever seen. Oh yeah, they had to just talk about it. Just had to go on social media and post about it. I'm telling you, with Marvel, they need to just post their stuff strictly to Disney Plus, because no, people get on social media and they feel like that they need to spoil the movie, and I'm like, fam, nobody asked for that, not one single person. So Marvel, I'm like, no. But think about it though. Think of any movie or TV show out there. You don't see nobody spoiling no episodes of Friends or the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. What are some other TV shows? Or reality TV shows? Let's say there's a new episode of Jersey Shore that's coming out. You don't see nobody spoiling no stuff of that. And then it's just, man, like, why, people? And so that's one of the reasons why when like wrestling, for an example, I feel like there'd be a lot of people wanting to spoil that, and it's like, do you understand? There's a whole completely side of the country that hasn't even seen like Monday Night Raw, AEW Dynamite, or Friday Night SmackDown, NXT, whatever, NXT. But no, that's the crazy thing. You don't ever see nobody spoiling the stuff of the smaller shows. Like, it'll be like, so like NXT, where it's like you got like the wrestlers there just starting off and stuff. You don't see no spoilers of that. But let it be Friday Night SmackDown, where it be some stuff with Roman Reigns and the Usos, Brock Lesnar, or whatever. Let's say it never happened, or it never did happen, but let's just throw out an example out there. Let's say Brock Lesnar decided that he was going to team up with the Usos to fight up against Roman Reigns and whoever else and things, and I guarantee and I promise you, right, they would be posting about it. And I'm thinking to myself, like, fam, why are you posting about that? Or it's like the West Coast hasn't seen it yet. And so, but you'll have it where it'll be the wrestling pages, wrestling fan pages, wrestlers. They feel like they got to post about that stuff. And it's like, and it makes me not even want to go on social media on certain nights. Like, for an example, tonight, NXT is on right now. I'll go on social media because I don't have to worry about NXT being spoiled. There's at times where it's like I might miss something of NXT and I have to go to social media to figure it out. What did I just miss? What happened? But let it be like Monday Night Raw or Friday Night SmackDown or whatever. Yeah, then it's like I gotta stay away from social media, and so I don't have to see anything that I haven't saw yet. And so it's like, and it's so stressful. I'm like, bro, people, can you just, again, don't post the stuff where like people haven't, whether it's like on some West Coast, East Coast type stuff, on whether it's a movie that just got released, TV show, whatever. And I'm happy that there are some shows, like there's the one TV show that I watch a lot. It's this new show called From. And I'm like, bruh, if it definitely is one of those shows where it's like you don't really see nobody spoiling no stuff of it, but still it's one of those shows where it's like you have to, and that's another thing where I'm like, fam, just because, and social media is like partially the blame of all this, because why do you feel like that if I so for an example, I follow John Cena. Now they feel like that they need to flood my page with just a bunch of wrestling content. That's usually a lot of the times why stuff be getting spoiled, because just because I'm following wrestlers does not mean that I've seen whatever show that's coming on down that night. Or if I'm following Rick, Daryl, and Negan from The Walking Dead, that doesn't mean that you need to show me videos of scenes of the episode that happened that night. So that's why I'm like, fam, like if I'm going out looking for that, then okay. But if not, then it's like, fam, don't show that stuff on my social media platforms. It makes no sense. It's like if I'm not, and then so no, that's the thing that annoys me with social media, is that they'll show accounts that you're not even following. So it like that's so the real beef is with social media. The real beef is with these platforms thinking, oh, you guys need to go by this algorithm. Nobody asked for that algorithm. Not one single person. Just because these higher ups and the executives, they think that the algorithm is okay, that don't mean that the crowd, the people that's really using these social media platforms, that don't mean that they're gonna be with the algorithm. So I'm like, it's stuff like that where it's like, man, these higher ups, I'm like, there's a lot of these social media platforms where I'm like, 10 years ago they were chill, they were cool, but now I'm like, nope. That's why I don't really like being on social media that much, because I'm telling you, you go on social media, you're bound to see something that's gonna make you upset. So I'm like, yeah, social media, in my opinion, it's on some stuff where I'm like, I don't get why people feel like they need to post about something from movies, TV shows, freaking social media, these higher ups where they feel like, oh, they need to do some workarounds to make, and they thinking they're making social media easier to use, and then like you're not. I guarantee and I promise you're not. So that's why I'm like, man, I'm telling you, it's like with some social media platforms, like there's others where they're okay, but then you know what? I take that back. All social media platforms are all messed up. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, all social media platforms, and any other ones that I can think of, yeah, they're all messed up. It's the ones that probably nobody ain't really using, where they're probably all chill, cool, and ain't got no problems, but it's these ones where it's like, oh, millions and millions and millions of people across the world are using them. Then for some odd reason, they feel like, oh, all social media platforms need to be the same. They don't. I guarantee and I promise you, they do not, okay? However, whatever you guys were doing 10 years ago, that's what y'all need to be doing. But what you guys got going on now, it ain't working at all for nobody, okay? Like I'm saying, Twitter, it's like that for everybody, though. Like Twitter and TikTok, I'm telling you, they'll show you stuff, the people that you're not even following. Like the For You page, okay, I get that. That's how you discover people, right? That's how you discover the content that you know that you're wanting to come across. But it's like, just because I like one TikTok of dogs, that don't mean that I want my whole page to just be just a bunch of dogs. I like to see other stuff, please. And it gets to a point in time like, no, I made the mistake. There was this audio that went viral on, but I mean it's like that with a lot of different audios on TikTok. But there's this one audio that went viral. I liked one video. Then they felt like that they needed to start just showing a bunch of videos containing that audio. Fam, do you not get how the internet works? People like to explore. That's all right. So let me just put in an example, right? That's like if you walk into a McDonald's and then they're all like, oh, well, because you walked into a McDonald's, now every store in the area has to be a McDonald's. Fam, I ain't asked for that. There's this one McDonald's. If I want to get anything McDonald's related, I will go to this location. But that doesn't mean that all these different accounts or all these different places, they all need to just have the same stuff. And that's just like, man, I don't get why social media, like the way that they do stuff, it's like, bro, you make people not want to go on social media. Like if you notice that some of your friends don't post, they're not really that active. Like, cause I get to a point where I'm like, I go on social media to post content and then that's it. I'm done. I'm like, I don't need to be on any other social media platforms. It's not fun. Like that's what I recently I downloaded games on my phone so I could just take more time away from being on social media. Cause I'm like, it's social media. It's just not fun anymore. It's not. And there is one game that I'm trying to look for. It's this like strategy game. I remember I used to play a lot. I'm trying to figure out the name of that game. Cause I'm telling you, it's like, it's just social media. It's not fun anymore. It's for a while it's been like that. And I'm like, man, it's like between random accounts that I'm not following showing up, and then people wanting to spoil TV shows and movies. Social media ain't a place to be at. It's really not. So the thing is this, to the people out there that don't be on social media like myself, and because it's somewhat of my job to really be on social media, but to the people out there that are not on social media, bro, how is that life? Like I honestly I can't remember how life was before social. I think I just sat around and play video games. I'm like, actually, you know what? No, maybe I just need to just do that. Just sit around and just play video games. Like the times where I want to be on social media, just start up a game, buy like honestly, I need to go up to like a GameStops or just somewhere that sells video games and just buy like a bunch of different games, or just not even do that, just play the games I already got. Like I got freaking 100 and something games on like Steam, freaking Xbox, PlayStation. I just need to just sit around and just like build my skill up with games, because I'm telling you, man, I'm like, social media is just, it ain't fun anymore. I'm like, you just got way too much like just of this. It's just, social media is just, to me right now, it's dumb. Don't like it. All right, so but yeah, it's like I said, between people spoiling TV shows and movies, and then just people, just random people I'm not even following, and these platforms thinking I want to see them, I don't. It's no disrespect to them, but I don't. Like there's this one person, I followed them twice on TikTok, because it was like a backup account, and then it was their main account. I follow those two accounts. Now they're just showing me everybody that they're following. I did not ask to see all the people that they are following. I've had to like say like no follow, or not follow across so many different accounts. Now it's like they're pretty much forcing me to see these people that I do not know just because I'm following a person twice. I'm telling you, man, it's social media. It's at a really, really bad spot right now. It is. Don't like it. I'm like, I really do not like it at all. So, but anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. I'm not going to do no promo stuff. But anyways, yes, like I said, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode, and peace.